Hey, Rugby Hub viewers, welcome back. It is semi-final weekend after Gabsy, I would say a heart attack of a weekend of rugby. I don't know if you guys saw the rugby over the weekend. Obviously, you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be subscribed to our channel. But it was epic. Gabsy, it's good to see you. It's
Cody,
great to see you.
it's lovely to see you. And I'm going to start this episode by saying I honestly felt like that Springbok quarterfinal against France and the New Zealand quarterfinal against the Irish should have been semi-finals. And I know
Both should have been a
it's
final.
it's not that way. And World Rugby has changed the rules. It will now be that the draw will be 1 year before the World Cup, gives everybody enough time to travel and buy tickets. But I really feel for those teams, for the Irish the most, because, now yet again, they have not come past a quarter final. And I really feel for the team. Feel for Sexton,
Absolutely.
and I feel for the team.
That's knockout rugby. And now the stakes
That's,
have gone higher because it's the semi-finals.
yeah.
So they get another opportunity, Gabsy, the All Blacks, that is. They're going to be facing Argentina in an epic first semi-final Friday evening. Gabsy, what do we say about Argentina? Let's first cover Argentina. All right, they had a bumpy start. Okay, to the to
Um,
the
that's a very extreme word
to
to
the World
use.
Cup.
I wouldn't say they've had a bumpy start. I would say they've had a slow start, but they are looking much better right now. I mean,
Mm,
Argentina knows how to get out of a pool. They know how to make it to quarterfinals, and they know very well how to get third place in the World Cup. I mean, if we look at history, they've done it
absolutely.
before. Um, and actually, the last time in France, they were third. They knocked out France in the third and fourth place game.
Yeah, and in
After,
the opener, fun fact.
yeah, fun fact. But right now they're playing the All Blacks. I mean, do we honestly think that this Los Pumas side can beat the All Blacks in a World Cup semi-final? I mean, they have, I think, beaten them twice in the last
Sure.
5 years or something. But I don't know.
In
After what
this
the All
World Cup
Blacks is,
cycle,
yeah, I mean,
they've won
also
twice.
let's think about it. After what the All Blacks have done last week in the World Cup quarterfinal against Ireland, a team that was the world number one for so long, unbeaten for 18 games,
Mm.
a very physical and well-oiled Irish machine came short against an All Black team that has not been challenged or at the best of their game. So, can the Los Pumas really beat them? Is the question.
Yeah, wow. Well, this is definitely Argentina's biggest game. The All Blacks, they played against France in the opening game, which they also didn't win, just like the Pumas did. But this is, yeah, when the pressure rises to the point where it is now, there's an extra ingredient that is required. Now, the Pumas, they know, like, as you mentioned, they've played in quarterfinals many times before. That extra ingredient is that extreme passion that they have back home. And I mean, they are a great sporting nation, and they're going to have to face it off against one of the greatest, no, the greatest rugby team of all time, which is the All Blacks, right? So I think it's a massive challenge, but recent history has shown that the Argentinians can actually bring one home. Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's a
mean,
tough one.
let's
But
be honest.
regardless,
Yeah, let's be honest. It's definitely going to be a tough ask. Never say never. Never say never, because it is a
is
World Cup
that Beyonce?
semi-final. I think isn't it Justin Bieber? I'm not sure. Anyways,
Yeah.
never say never. But listen, go on. Let's just be honest. I'm very serious about this. I really don't think that they have a chance. I mean, obviously, I would love to see them play in a World Cup final.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
for me personally, it's just this Argentinian team is obviously created history. I think you told me before the episode. I mean, after you did your fact check, after we've fired Stacey Gornas to do these things by himself now, and you told me there was actually
Mm.
10 players out of the match day 23 that faced the Los Pumas in 2020, the last time the Los Pumas beat them. So some of these guys
Both
know what it feels like.
2022 and 20. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're both those years. So some
Yeah,
of
and
these
it's
guys
quite it's
know.
quite a list of experienced players, Gabs. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Sam Whitelock was there, Sam Kane was there, Richie Mwanga, Ori Savia. So
yeah,
they have lost to Argentina, but this is ultimate crunch time. The All
yeah.
Blacks, they've
It's
lost
knockout
in the
rugby.
2019 semi-final against England.
Yeah,
They know that they can't put up such a great performance like they did in 2019 against Ireland, and yet again they've done it. That they didn't play their final in those games, right? In the semi-finals of 2019, England came out with a bang, and they basically sucker punched the All Blacks out of the World Cup. So they'll be very wary of something like that, and they won't be complacent in no way. I think they're going to give everything to these Argentinians. And if we look at the team, it is a quite basically the same team that they played in the quarterfinals, minor one or two changes, one of them being Mark Talia coming in for Lester Fanganuku, and the other Samisoni Tokiyaho coming on the bench. So, I mean,
Samisoni.
it's
Samisoni.
consistency in selection. Is a lot of experience in that squad. What does the Argentina lineup look like?
I think they copied the box there. The box never really rotated up. We always picked the exact same team, and this is what the Los Pumas have done this week. As far as I know, as far as my knowledge goes, I don't think the Los Pumas made really any changes in the starting lineup, um, which is not a surprise to me. Obviously, they're going to field the best team, and they're going to try and somehow sucker punch the All Blacks. But I mean, like I said, I think it will take a lot. I mean, this is not like Ireland has beat the All Blacks in New Zealand in a match series, but this is a World Cup. This is a World
Zero
Cup
handling
sort of.
errors,
Yeah,
Gabsy.
it's
In
it's
a
a it's a
World
World
Cup
Cup semi-final.
quarterfinal, zero handling errors from the All Black. That is clinical
I think
performance
they've only
to the
lost three
most extreme.
lineouts. I mean, they've only lost three lineouts or four lineouts the entire World Cup. The All
Two,
Blacks
maybe
are,
even. I don't
you
know.
know,
It's insane.
yeah, they've been playing phenomenal rugby, and obviously they're the All Blacks. We all know that they're a brilliant side, and they know how to play World Cup rugby. They know how to play knockout rugby. So there's not much to be said here. I mean, I think for me it's quite straightforward. If we have to talk about what's going to happen here, I think the All Blacks are actually going to put up one of these record score semifinals. Like that's for me.
That's to your peril. But yes, I think unfortunately the All Blacks, they were just so good against Ireland. Hopefully they can back it up. Then maybe on Superbru I'll be able to climb the ladder. I'm quite down there at the moment. Gabs, your prediction for this game? You said the All Blacks will pump Argentina.
Yeah, I think it's
What's
gonna be
differential you're going to give there?
probably like 28 points or so. I think it's gonna be a big, big, big
That's
margin.
a big swing.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And
I don't
yourself?
think it's going to be like that. I think Argentina will hang in there and fight, but it's going to be a 10-point game, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All right.
guys, please let us know what you guys think will happen this week. Also, check out our latest post on Rugby Hub Spot on Instagram. We have announced the giveaway, so go and check out. Maybe you've won those valleys. And yeah, thanks for your continued support, guys. We can't believe it's already semi-finals time. But what do you say? Stay tuned in. Keep tuning. Sorry, it's been a long day. Stay tuned in and
Keep
check out
tuned.
the check the next episode as well, where we'll cover the Springboks play the Pommies. All right. Thank you guys. Have a lovely one. Enjoy the rugby.